You wake up at 2 in the morning, your hands are numb, tingling, maybe that deep pins and needles feeling all the way to your fingers. You shake them, you flex them. After a minute, they come back. So you go back to sleep. And tomorrow night, it happens again. Most people believe it's just the way they were sleeping. Wrong position, wrong pillow. I want to tell you right now, your hands are sending you a warning signal. And if you don't know how to read it, it will tell you exactly which nerve. And if you know how to read it, it will tell you exactly which nerve is involved and what to do about it. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to decode that signal and how to stop the damage before it gets worse. Before I explain anything, I want you to do something right now. Think about the last time your hands went numb at night. Which fingers were affected? Write that down for me. If it's your thumb, index finger, or middle finger, that's your median nerve. That is the carpal tunnel pathway. If it is your ring finger and your pinky, that's the ulnar nerve, often compressed at the elbow. If your whole hand goes numb, plus your arm feels heavy or your neck aches, that is the nerve coming from your spine. If both hands are numb symmetrically, same pattern on both sides, that is a full body neuropathy signal. That is what this channel is built around. Write your finger pattern down. You are going to bring that information to your next appointment. Before I go into more of the why for these recommendations, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Let's go. Here's what you change tonight. 3 things. Number 1, keep your wrist straight. Don't tuck your hands under your pillow. Do not sleep with your wrist bent or curled. If you wake up with your wrist folded under your head, that is your answer right there. For the thumb, index, middle pattern, a simple wrist splint worn at night holds your wrist neutral while you sleep. You can pick those up on Amazon. Inexpensive, works within the first few nights for most people. Number 2, keep your elbow open. Do not sleep with your arm past 90 degrees. The ulnar nerve, the one feeding your ring and pinky, gets compressed at the elbow when you curl your arm up for hours. Think about it when you're holding a phone for too long, you have to stretch your arm out. Try sleeping with your arms more extended. A small rolled towel placed behind your elbow helps. Number 3, sleep on your back when you can. Side sleeping puts direct pressure on the shoulder and the nerve bundle that feeds the whole arm. Now, here's what most people miss entirely. The nighttime position is only half the problem. There is something you are almost certainly doing during the day right now that is compressing the same nerve pathways before you even go to bed. Look at how you're holding your phone right now. Show how you sit at your computer. Head forward, shoulders rounded, elbows bent, wrists flexed. That position compresses the space between your collarbone and your first rib. That is where a major nerve bundle passes through on its way to your entire arm. 1 hour of this does not cause much damage, but 6 to 8 hours a day, every day, that is a different story. Think of it like this. Your nerve is a river. Poor posture is a dam built upstream. Nighttime compression is a dam built downstream. Your hand at 2 a.m. runs dry because both dams were running all day. The fix is open both dams. 3 daytime corrections. Write these down. First, chin tucks. Sit straight, pull your chin directly back, not down. Back, hold 5 seconds, 10 reps. Do this every hour. Second, doorway stretch. Hold against the door, arms out, shoulder height. Step 1 foot forward, stretch back through this area. Hold that for 30 seconds 3 times a day. Third, phone at eye level. Your neck is compressing the nerve roots that feed your hand. If you're here, raise it up. If you've been dealing with this for a while and nobody has given this level of detail, hit subscribe. This is exactly what we build here every week. Stay with me. Position work alone may not be enough, especially if you have underlying neuropathy. Your compressed nerve needs the raw materials to repair itself between episodes. These nutrients matter most here. First, methylcobalamin, B12, sublingual form, 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams. This is the insulation on your nerve fibers. Without it, signals misfire and recovery takes longer. Every time your hand goes numb and takes more than a minute to come back, some of that slow recovery is a B12 problem. Second, benfotiamine. This is a fat-soluble form of vitamin B1, 300 milligrams with dinner. It specifically supports nerve metabolism in your extremities, hands, your feet, the parts of your body that is furthest from your spine. Third, magnesium glycinate, 400 milligrams, 45 minutes before sleep. Magnesium relaxes the muscles surrounding your nerve pathways. Tight forearm muscles press on that median nerve from the outside. Magnesium helps release that tension overnight so your nerves have a clear path to repair. Here's where you start. Just one thing tonight. When you get into bed, check your wrist position. Is it neutral or is it bent under your pillow? Fix that one thing. That's step one. Your hands are not broken. They are being compressed. And compression, unlike degeneration, is something we can directly correct. That is the difference. And that is the reason there is hope here. I have a video right here that goes deeper on the supplement stack I just described, including how to combine these for the best results. That is your next watch. Write that down. That is the adjustment. If what we've discussed today feels like a missing piece to your puzzle, I'd like to invite you to take the next step. You don't have to navigate this journey alone. Click the link in the description below to schedule a personal consultation. We'll sit down together, look at your specific situation, and determine if our full recovery protocols are the right fit for you. I look forward to meeting you soon, and I'll see you in the next video.